Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Guys, I think we found one, probably the comedy of the season. Is that what it's gonna be? Now there is a show that, interesting enough, has probably a chance to try to rival it, but I haven't seen it fully yet. Only seen like the graphics, and that's the sumo show for comedy. But to be fair, this show actually had me at just busting up out loud, man. I was actually dying. So I gotta give it to this show on that. Our very precautious and overly, prepared character has me already in tears, man. Just to what? Nani? That's that. I. This is why you're supposed to prepare. I didn't think it out. I was like, anyway. This man has overthought just the simplest thing as a villager saying hello and taking that villager as someone who could have been the final boss or the ultimate, killer of all killers, So this this show is absolutely going to be hilarious. I kid you not. There's going to be some stupid funny stuff in here, and I mean it might be a lot due to the goddess and her reaction to the things that he kind of like continuously prepares for. But I also don't feel like they need to bank on that as much as this episode did. Like this one episode used those two doing their, back and forth with each other quite a bit this week actually, and I'm not saying it was like a bad thing, but it was definitely like the one thing they wanted us to be like, okay, this is clearly going to happen quite a bit. So this is this is the one thing you should probably know about this show is there's going to be this banter back and forth like throughout it all. So that's fair. The thing that has me the most interested though is if he actually is going to like reach new levels and whatever have you, how then does he how do we see him like using his power against, a slime again, This man, you literally fought a slime as if it was the final boss in the whole entire world. And this would be like, oh yeah, it's okay. I mean, he fought something with all of his might and power. No. It's one thing to do that. It's another thing to know that this slime has zero to no chance because he actually scans the slime, learning its defense, learning, every single thing it could tell him from just a scan alone. But of course, naturally, he says, what if this information is not ideal? Like, what if this page has not been upgraded? I was just rolling, man. I honestly thought this was going to be hilarious, just from the description, and not only the description, but from the little bit of a trailer. It felt like one of these shows that I just got done watching, this muscle show where like these girls they can make them look so pretty and like dainty and girly, but then all of a sudden they just go into this hard like edge, like they use a lot of dark lines and stuff, and they make these girls just look like grotesque looking monsters sometimes, from like the prettiest to like the ugliest thing. And it's one of those moments where you're probably like, oh, so this is probably why he doesn't, not just look at these girls and be like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. Oh, she's the beautifulest girl in the galaxy. They don't do that. You know why? Because this is probably how they really see them, as those scared, running away, sweating. Just thinking about it actually is ridiculous. So not only did we get a lot of like comedy in here, we get to see just where the power is gonna be. Um, to see that she's this demon that pretty much is intelligent enough to be like, all right, well, these adventurers are always going to try to level up as slowly as possible to then get as high as possible. And what happens? She's literally correct and finds them instantly. So it comes down to this to this ending where I think it was a very, very smart move to make something actually of relevance, be the end all be all, which most shows do, right? Like they don't want to leave most people without a cliffhanger. Sorry, I've been catching like a freaking cold. But to know that they don't want to go as far as, hey, this is the same old, same old, same old, same old, same old. Like they're trying to make the villains smart. They're trying to allow them a little bit of leeway to be like, hey, they're intelligent enough that this has happened. Not only has this happened, this is an S ranked, difficulty. So if you really actually want to put some, oomph behind the meaning of what S and B and A and all, those rankings mean, this is a brilliant way of doing it, right? Because just like every other show, you get this feeling that, oh, this guy's stats are unlike any human. Like she's talked him up, she's done everything to make him seem like he could walk through this, backwards. And here we go. The first thing that happens is uh, the person who they really probably don't want knowing about this finds out about it, right? Like, or finds out about the hero and the goddess, which, interesting enough, interesting enough. I don't, I don't know what would happen if the goddess like gets taken out. Like, what if she got bopped like right at the beginning? Like, what happens? Does he lose his way back? Does that mean he's stuck there, or even worse, does that mean, the whole entire mission's over or something? Like she's needed for something towards the end? Like, it's weird to think that he just dips. He sees this level 66 demon. I think they said there's four of them like alike, so there's probably one stronger than the other, so this might be either the weakest, strongest, or right in the middle one. They can do anything with that, with the leveling. But to think that she is, this intelligent, I'm just hoping that they give all the villains kind of this high IQ thought process, because it would just make it that much more, I don't know, entertaining for me, because that's out of the norm, right? Like you don't usually see the first villain pulling some Sasuke type of, or just some high IQ ridiculous. Oh, if one plus, yeah, well, okay, let's not say high IQ. Let's say some simple IQ where it goes, huh? If I was a weak hero, where would I go? Oh, I would probably go to a place where I can be stronger than the things that are weaker than me, or at least have a chance. Boom, bam, I'm a genius. So I guess I can't say it was a huge brain moment for them, but in these type of shows where they allow the heroes usually to build up all the strength they need, it was pretty big brain, right? I mean, or am I just tweaking? But anyway, I definitely have a lot of shows I want to talk about. I was thinking about making the videos for them, but there's like four shows I may want to do record already, so excuse me. I think I'll probably space some of them out. It is Wednesday, and if nothing comes out on Thursday, we'll be looking really crazy with like four shows out. today, and then no shows out the next day. So I will probably drop 3 shows today at tops, and I will have more content already probably created. And if you guys want more, I can drop it all. But if not, I will definitely probably drop it on Thursday. So with all that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening. We are getting into the funnies, and since it's October, we should be getting some pretty dark stuff too, like some spooky stuff. So hopefully that comes around, because I would be looking forward to watching that as well. I don't want to fall and die in the video twice, so yeah. With that, my anime people, I will talk to you in the next one. I am your boy, the Anime J, and I will definitely be back. Peace.